Hello and welcome to Social Media Weekly, episode 6 May 2019. Social Media Weekly is brought to you by Virtual Peddlers Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses go digital. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
If you hear my voice and it sounds a bit weird, that's because I'm quite sick right now. So just bear with it. This week, Tinder aims to connect people of similar interests, beginning with festival mode. Pornhub might buy Tumblr. Instagram experiments with group chat stories sticker. Facebook closes down Bonfire, as if we know it even existed.
Who are you?
Who's Bonfire? Facebook may up their payment game. And Facebook is changing how videos rank. Oh, and also, Twitter brings GIFs to retweets. Now back to the stories. Tinder aims to connect people of similar interests, beginning with festival mode. Tinder has changed a lot over the years. It's now a lot more complete app than it was when it first started. I know because I used to use Tinder back when it first started, like 20 God knows when, like 14 or 15. I don't remember.
Okay, alright.
I think it was earlier than that. And I found a date and I was dating for about a year plus, no, 2 years from Tinder. So it was a very, very simple app back then. It was just like swipe.
Yeah.
You can never go back. There's nothing else you can do. You can upload like what?
Once you
3
miss,
pictures.
you miss,
Once you miss, you miss. So it's a very, very, very basic app. But recently I was out with the Dragon Boat team past the weekend, and there were a few of them who were actually using Tinder. And I was looking at their Tinder and I was like, wow.
Upgraded.
It's quite complicated. It's quite, not complicated, but it's quite complete now. There's a lot of stuff going on. But it still goes around, it still revolves around the location-based matching.
So you will sense that the surrounding area.
Yeah, you still have to. It's still stuck within that that location. So which means that you can't match with some other people who are in a different location.
Okay, got it.
So, but what it's doing now is it's actually bringing out this thing called the festival mode, where it will connect you with people attending the same music festivals as you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're currently working with two companies, AEG Worldwide and Live Nation, that host festivals in the US, UK, and Australia. So what happens is now, if there are festivals that you're going to, you can actually put that as a button at the bottom of your profile.
Okay, and then they'll put you into one location.
Yeah, so they can, not just on location, but they can actually match people who are also going for the same EDC or
music festival,
DEFCON 1 or this kind of music festivals. Or maybe even Ed Sheeran.
Or Zhang Hui Mei.
Yeah, maybe. But US, UK, and Australia, so I'm pretty sure Zhang Hui Mei is not in the target audience.
Sorry. Then let's see. Christina
Aguilera. So although this will not affect Malaysia as much, as we don't have any memorable music festivals anymore due to a very strict law, this could actually be the first of many other interest-based connections Tinder will roll out.
Yeah, true. So
don't you think it will be quite interesting? Because Tinder has always been focused on location-based matching, right? But now if they roll out the festival mode and the festival mode is a success, they might roll out other interest-based matching.
Yeah, correct. Because it's only temporarily, and this is still considered location. It's just that it's a special location where everyone will gather
At one specific time, right?
Yeah.
Let's say everyone from around the world will be attending a music festival, let's say in the UK, right? At this date. So everybody who is attending at this date will be matched. It's kind of like, if you say it in a very blunt way, you are planning a hookup. Yeah, months in the future lah.
Yeah, correct. Then imagine it's like the more you go there and then everyone is very high with the music, then things gets easily.
Things happen
in the pants easily.
And you can always blame alcohol or whatever stuff that you put into your mouth.
They just say, oh, it's just fun.
I don't remember anything.
So it's a good move though. I
think it's a good move
for using music festivals especially.
I think it's a good evolution for Tinder.
Yes, correct. So next, let's talk about Pornhub might buy Tumblr. The owner of Pornhub said that they are very interested in acquiring Tumblr and restoring it to its former glory of not safe for work content. Hallelujah! But this is bad for the porn industry because porn is so readily available for free online. Nobody will pay for them anymore. This means porn actors will have to either go into more gruesome type of porn or prostitute themselves to make ends meet.
To be honest, I have never seen it from the industry point of view before because porn used to be accessible only with payment.
Yeah, correct.
You have to buy it, right? Whether it's a subscription paywall or whether it's you buying the physical something.
Yeah, the
But
DVD.
yeah, DVD or VCD or downloading
Subscribe
it.
online.
Yeah, but because of Tumblr, porn became free.
Yeah.
Fair enough, it's just bits and clips and everything like that. But at the end of the day, porn is not about watching an entire Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, you don't need to
It's
watch.
just about
I just want to watch the last 10 minutes.
it's just about watching enough, like the whole executive summary just to get the point, and then you get your job done, and then it's done.
Yeah,
right?
literally get the job done.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think it will affect. Okay, let's say the porn. Oh my god, this is so funny. So let's say the porn industry, maybe the lower tier of the porn actor will be infected. Infected. But the maybe more classy one, like Sean Cody level one, they probably won't. Get affected because they won't appear in Tumblr.
Because they have a very strong they're a very strong social team that goes into all the social media and do takedowns.
Wipe them out and stuff like that. Yeah. And
But this brings us to the next question, right? It kind of like it prevents small players from coming into the industry
well,
because
if
it
you're
only
small,
limits on the bigger.
If you're
bigger
small, I
ones.
don't think you can make it big in porn industry.
Yeah. Well, that is a question too as well, right? Because many years, like decades ago, music industry used to be like this. Only the big players make it.
Yeah, correct.
And the only way to make it big is if you sign with a big company, right? So they kind of monopolize the entire industry and control the prices. But then after the coming of internet age with Spotify and iTunes and everything, right?
Yeah, YouTube.
And musicians don't even need to be signed with any agency. They can come out and they can post their own content and they will make it big.
build their own community and then
they will
it's
make
like
it big.
who's that guy again in the Singapore one? Jason Chan.
Yeah.
It's like music never sleeps. He just acoustic his is it called acoustic? No,
Acoustic,
no.
covers. Covers.
Sing cover, and then for a few years he just
And it makes it big.
and creates his own concert.
Yeah.
And why not?
So what concert? So what can the porn industry learn from the music industry by making
their
money
own
from
porn.
porn?
Making their own. Actually, truthfully speaking, some of my friends really actually did go into that. They at first they give free porn of themselves, free exposure, so that they can hopefully build their own, diehard fans.
Yeah.
And then from there, that's where the Patreon comes in.
Okay.
Or only for fans.
So perhaps the thing now, perhaps the question to ask now is that it's not that the porn industry is being eaten alive by sites like Tumblr because they're giving away free stuff. It's that the porn industry needs to learn how to work with the new free to view.
Correct.
By creating like next level paywalls, Patreon
correct.
subscriptions, and these kinds of need to make use. And they cannot stay traditional.
Yeah, they must be smart lah. They can't just give free and then free for the entire life lah. It must be a return.
So imagine you have a porn, but then you have like apples and eggplants pinned onto special spots, and then in order to unlock, you need to you need to be a Patreon subscriber.
Correct.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the only one that will die off is probably agency. The one that sign up and help them manage it.
Which is good because agencies are not relevant anymore at this point when it comes to these kind of industries.
You don't need a third party anymore.
Yeah, and for the longest time, these agencies have been sitting back and making so much money doing nothing. Just passing from left to right and right to left.
Correct.
It's about time to do some work.
Yeah. Next up, Instagram.
Next up, Instagram experiments with group chat story stickers. Jane Wong, who's a very famous person who's famous for stripping down Instagram codes to find out what's going on inside and what they will roll out in the future. She found out that Instagram has been experimenting on story stickers that allows people to join chat. This could be Facebook's step to bringing more elaborate chat features into Instagram, as they promised. So how it looks like is that you have an Insta story, right? And then you can put a sticker out there, and you can label what is this chat about, and then you can ask them to join chat, and then you can set up the group chat.
Oh, okay.
So I've never used Instagram group chat before. Have you?
I never used it before either. Maybe.
I tried to set up something similar. It's I don't know if it really is Instagram group chat, but it's like, or it's that you're sending chat to many people at the same time.
Yeah, that one.
I think that's the one, right? When you send to many people at the same time, instead of you creating a group chat.
Yeah, it's like it's not a group where everyone can speak to each other. It's just you to 10 people, and then 10 people will talk to you, but the 10 people will not know
separately. Yeah, they will talk to you separately. Correct. So the thing now is that because Facebook is rolling out is standardizing all their chats with all the everything will be the same. So whatever you have in WhatsApp and Messenger, you will have an Instagram chat. This means that there will eventually be group chat on Instagram.
True, yeah.
And imagine how cool would it be that when you are creating a story and you want people to join the temporary chat room, you say like, hey, this is this chat room, we're talking about everything like that, and click this button to join the chat room. I think it's quite interesting. I think it's
a good topic starter.
Yeah.
I mean, the Insta story becomes a topic starter. And then you just join in and just, oh my god, where do you buy this thing? Then everyone's like, oh my god, yeah. Then I found this place. It became a chat.
Yeah. I think it's quite interesting what they're doing. I like this. I like how they are Instagram is actively converting the sticker concept into into call to actions rather than just putting things out there to beautify. Yeah, just an engagement thing.
Yeah, because I think the first level before that was what is that? Ask me a question.
Yes.
So this one, I think that is how it evolves to this group chat.
Then you also have the poll, ask me a question, yes or no, do the scale.
Correct.
So all these get engagements, and the most previous one was you have multiple choice questions.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
What is this? A, B, C, or D?
Yeah, you can ask questions.
Yeah, and now they're rolling out a new one, which is getting people to click and join a chat room, which is interesting because with all these stickers, I think marketers can strongly use story in their businesses.
Yeah, correct. So it's like, hey, this product, like let's say 15 seconds, you just highlight the education of it, let's say how to use it. Then after that, you just want to know more, join this chat. Then everyone can just join. Then it's like a live FAQ.
Yeah.
So everyone can like.
Quite interesting. I like it.
You can play a lot of varieties to play.
I think we should experiment on it too. Yeah.
Right, next, Facebook closes down Bonfire. Who are you? In 2017, Facebook released Bonfire to compete with then popular group chat app House Party. It was only made available in Europe because that was where House Party was big among kids. They just announced that Bonfire will no longer be lit. By the end of this month, it will no longer exist. This decision was also due to House Party's declining popularity of late, marking the end of a fad. But not all was lost. Facebook will incorporate the features of Bonfire into group chats on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. What is the feature?
Very literally, just a group chat.
Then what's the difference then? A chat.
So when House Party was launched in 2017, it was very big among kids. Like, you know how kids are the ones that don't always go out, but then they stay at home. They will usually stay in their room, but then they have kind of like virtual hangouts with their friends. So you can actually open up a chat room, like a video chat, and then you get your friends in, and you just put your phone somewhere, and then you just do your own stuff, and you kind of like socialize with your friends while you're doing your own thing. It became a very, very big hit in Europe. I think specifically in Sweden.
Okay.
So what happened was Facebook was reacting to House Party's success because Facebook did so well with copying Snapchat that they thought that one of their strategy is to copy everyone and then see which one works and create success, right? So that became one of their strategy. That's why they started copying Tinder. They started copying Match.com. So House Party was one of it that they copied, and it stayed there for a while, and then it kind of
died off.
Simmered down into nothing because for the most important part is House Party was never a very novel idea to begin with. It's just another chat app.
Yeah,
It's just that for a short moment,
People
teenagers like to use it.
Mm.
And Facebook said, oh, we would like to do that as well. But then because nothing happened out of it, and it's a good move to just close it down.
yeah.
And the good thing is Facebook did learn something from their experience with Bonfire, and they're going to transfer the feature and technology into existing group chats that we have.
Okay, maybe a useful one, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't give
Well.
like rubbish group. Right, next up.
Yeah. Facebook may up their payment game again. We've covered this for over a year now. First, Facebook wanted to work with cryptocurrency companies to bring payment into their platforms. Then they wanted to create their own currency to take advantage of remittances in some of the largest emerging markets like India. Just last week, probably sparked by Apple's recent announcement of their Titanium card, Facebook now wants to create a cryptocurrency-based payment network that rivals credit cards. The difference with Facebook's crypto plan, as compared to the unstable bitcoins of the world, is that they will use a stable coin. A stable coin is a currency that will be linked to a conventional currency, most probably the USD. So which means that people cannot play with it and short trade it as they would
It's not a currency
Bitcoin
itself.
or Ethereum. It is locked to the USD, so when the USD moves, it moves. But what it can do is, because it's a crypto that Facebook controls, Facebook can track every
the
transaction that
transactions.
happens, and Facebook can make money off of the margins. The international exchange margins. They don't have to pay banks, because if you're using a national currency, right, you have to pay banks to exchange from, let's say, USD to Ringgit Malaysia to Singapore dollar. So every time you do an exchange, you need to pay a bank that is in charge for the exchange.
3%.
But, yeah, 3%, 4%. But if you're using crypto that is created by you and managed by you, you don't have to pay all those interest.
Yeah, it's
because
like
it's your own
building
currency. Yeah,
but
it's your own currency.
The currency value is pegged to the USD currency.
At most, what you need to do is just to pay the tax and the interest applied by the central bank of the country.
Yeah,
in
because-
order to be able to trade in the country, which is fairly lower compared to also paying a middleman, because the middleman would also need to pay the central bank.
Yeah, correct. Which I think the conventional way is you need to pay the transaction plus the tax as well.
Yes.
So now you're just
Paying the tax and not a transaction.
So now you just you have one less payment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So let's say, you see, this is a very, very huge market for Facebook, because why? Facebook is a lot bigger than it's a lot more rooted than Apple in the emerging markets.
yeah, it's quite global.
And the emerging markets are the ones where remittances, which are money transfer from people working overseas. You have people who live in Bangladesh but work all around the world, and they send money back. India is the same, Pakistan is the same,
Yeah.
Nepal is the same.
Yeah,
So if they were to charge just like 1% for every transaction that happens, this is a huge money maker for Facebook.
they're gonna earn the game, man.
Yeah, and they would do a hell lot better than Apple, because Apple has always wanted to be an upper market, and upper market don't do a lot of remittances. So the Titanium card would just be like making peanuts compared to what
very
Facebook's
small
doing.
only.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll see how Facebook goes.
Yep.
Alright, next up, Facebook changing how video ranks. According to an announcement today, Facebook will prioritize videos that focus on original content. This refers to videos that users spend longer time watching and where they will return repeatedly to watch more of. This is a hard take against the culture of repurposing and resharing other people's content. Facebook went on to encourage video creators to keep their viewers watching for at least a minute. Wow, that's long.
Yeah.
This changes everything marketers have been doing with short video and GIF animated images. From now on, video needs to contain proper and valuable content if it hopes to be seen and gain organic traction.
This is big. This is really, really big. What do you think?
Which means, okay, from what I see in the world's point of view, like it's definitely Facebook will have less cluttered
There will be less clutter, yes.
because marketing won't simply just post things.
Yes.
Imagine like marketing, I just post one post, one day 3 posts.
Yeah.
And one is animated, one is imagine one company does that.
Yeah.
And multiply by.
Imagine 1 million companies do that.
Yes,
do the same thing.
I think
So-
that's just too much rubbish.
So marketers have reached a point, right now have reached a point of posting content for the sake of posting content,
Yeah.
rather than engaging with their
Hitting the numbers.
with their audience. So Facebook is trying to bring everyone back to the core of its social media purpose, which is not about posting content for the sake of posting content, but about creating valuable content for the viewers.
Yes, correct.
At the end of the day, it's about the viewers. If the viewers don't see value in the content, there is no point Facebook showing other people the same content,
Yeah.
right? So flashy GIFs and everything don't work anymore. You need to, and we don't talk about trying to catch people in the first 3 seconds or so. It's not about the metrics. It's about catching people's attention for 1 full minute. So in order to do that, you need to create content that is so valuable that people want to watch for 1 full minute. And 1 full minute is the length of 3 hours in social media time. It's a long, long time.
Yeah.
And
But it's good. I mean, it's tougher for us, but it's good.
it is tougher for us marketers because we need to change the way we plan stuff and create content and put content out. But in the grand scheme of things, I agree with you. It is good for everyone. It's good. It's healthy for social media. It's healthy for
It's
for Facebook.
simplified lah. It's minimal. It's minimalized, simplified. It's been KonMari.
it's become yeah.
So people were like, yeah, I don't have to zombie scrolling.
Yes.
At least I feel like every probably instead of 10 posts, I probably see good posts in every 3 posts.
Yeah. So, and Facebook is also taking a hard stance against repurposing and resharing other people's content as well, and also the memes, the GIFs, and all these kind of flashy, short little stuff. And they want to turn Facebook into quality video, viewing and creation platform.
Yeah, like bring it back to like 5-7 years ago.
Do you
That
think
kind of-
Facebook? Do you think Facebook wants to be YouTube?
Wants to be YouTuber? I think no. I think Facebook wants to be how to say? Okay, YouTube itself doesn't have socializing culture.
It's just a commenting and you post and you comment.
Correct. More
Yeah.
of an education.
Yeah.
But Facebook in the end, the core of Facebook, the business model is still socializing.
Mhm.
So let's just say by resharing, or let's say resharing this video, you want to have people comment together, and then you have friends commenting like within like 1 to 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And people like, it create a hype of it and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Mm.
So I think this is what Facebook tries to go.
Okay. Okay. So YouTube is still the kind of place where we go to when we have like half an hour, 1 hour to kill,
Yes.
because all the content is very long, right? But Facebook is where you go to when you are waiting in the lobby of an office for the next meeting, and you only have like, let's say, the 5 minutes to 10 minutes to kill,
Yeah.
and you want to scroll through some short stuff, and you want to be able to
Or get to
learn
know your
something,
friends.
get to know what your friends are doing.
Yeah, correct. More on socializing, not
Yeah.
so much on education.
All right.
Education on your friends' lives.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Next up, Twitter brings GIF to retweets. While Facebook demotes GIF and memes, Twitter is promoting it. Not exactly in the same context though. Twitter just released a feature where we can retweet with GIF as command. Perfect for those days where you can't express your feeling with just words.
I
Yeah.
think this will mess up the retweets quite a lot.
True, yes.
I think Twitter is becoming something they are not. Twitter has always been about words and conversations.
They are losing their
They are
core.
losing their core USP, which isn't bad because nobody reads and write a lot these days anyway. So
Yes.
and sometimes in order to boost that expression, GIFs work well.
I mean, GIF is more of like, because it's a picture. Picture space 1,000 words
Yeah.
compared to just words.
Or memes, or like a short famous meme kind of thing.
Yeah.
That works well as well. But it's a hit and miss lah. I mean, I understand why Twitter is doing this for their own survival and for their growth.
Or more like moving towards what the market wants.
Yeah.
But
Which
as moving towards what the market wants, maybe they will lose what they were originally built as.
yes, there will be people who will leave Twitter because they're not the same as what they used to be.
Yeah, correct.
But if Twitter continues to evolve like this, right, there is a chance that Twitter will become a lot more like Facebook.
Or Instagram.
Or Instagram.
Yeah, I think Instagram first.
Yeah. But Instagram, yeah, true. Well,
Picture, man.
picture, yeah.
Imagine like one Scarlet Witch says 1,000 words.
Yeah, true. True. Alright, that's all for this week's episode. Social Media Weekly Podcast is available on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube, and we post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook. This is Social Media Weekly, episode 6th May 2019. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
Au revoir.
Sayonara.